Frequently, we see players being put into the front row and wonder how they got there, who selected them, and why. How do you as a coach make a decision as to who should play in the front row or not, and also what physical attributes do you look for?
Well, the physical attributes are really important that we need to look for the youngsters in the front row today. I think we need to differentiate really importantly between a chap who's a little bit overweight and looks like a front row player versus somebody who's got the physical attributes who can actually be there. I think from we start from the top down, and the first thing most importantly is that he needs to have a strong neck. And if they don't have the strong neck areas, but they've got the physical attributes, or they look like they've got the type of physique that can go in the front row, strong recommendation that they get into the gym and they have proper conditioning programs. Then also the general physique of the guy, that he can see he's got a low center of gravity, preferably that he's got good strong back muscles. And again, from the drills that we've shown today, I think it's really important that his body gets trained and he gets coached in a way that he gets the correct body positions at the correct time. You know, so very often, even if the guy is well enough conditioned, if he has the wrong body positions at scrum time, he's actually compromising himself from an injury point of view. So that's very, very important that we combine both of those things. So a good center of gravity, a nice, short, stocky build, generally a strong guy. Make sure that his neck and neck muscles are strong as well, the muscles around the spine are strong as well, and that his body positions are really accurate. If you're not 100% sure of exactly what the requirements are, you can visit the BokSmart website, and all the attributes are given to you there from the ages of 12 all the way up to senior rugby, on all the conditioning necessities and all the important aspects needed to be able to create these young men that they can be physically prepared to be able to go into the front row.
To add on to what Gary said, how would you introduce new players to the front row? How does one do this safely and effectively?
I think the most important attributes that need to be taken into consideration when introducing a new boy into the front row are first and foremost that his physical preparation is adequate. Understand that he's going to be using muscles in the front row that he's never used before, particularly around the neck and his back. I think it's incredibly important that his conditioning programs are suited from a gym point of view around building up these muscles that have never been used before. And from that point of view, I think then you can move on to his technical points, which obviously lead to his safety. Many guys who are well enough conditioned but do not have the correct technical attributes when coming to scrum time actually put themselves in a compromising position and can also get injured. Important aspects, like we've seen on the BokSmart drills that we've shown you today, about his body position, his alignment, his spine alignment, the power that's coming through his waist and from his legs, are all really important aspects that must be coached beforehand. One-on-one exercises, 1v2 exercises, and building up the scrum before you've even hit the scrum machine are all exercises that a newly introduced young man must go through before he gets thrown into the front row. I think those are two most important aspects that must be taken into consideration. Please stay away from picking the shorter, fatter guy, throwing him into the front row. You're really putting him in a compromising position, and inevitably you're not really going to be making your front row any stronger. Take the time and effort when you identify at the pre-season the young men who have shown the talent that they can play in the front row, to get them into the gym and to get their core areas around their body well conditioned, and make sure that technically they're in a strong position to be able to do a proper job for you in the front row.